Don't you think this is starting to wear on me? You've been raining down like hell. I'm weak. I have tried to give you my soul, but you can't love something you own. It's too late to repair what we made. What can I do? Time flashed by and I woke up on the other side of the...
G'day everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Anna and this is You Got Me in Stitches. So, what do I have here? Something very yellow. And that can only mean one thing. It is so yellow for endo. I don't think that's going to work, is it? No. No? Maybe? Nah. And the traffic has now just started again. And a guy walking down the sidewalk with a lawnmower. I pick him, really. Yeah, I do. Bunch of ducks, a bunch of ducks have just flown over. Awesome. Take about 6. Righto, so what is so yellow for endo? Endo is abbreviated for endometriosis, and a lot of ladies all over the globe have, and currently, and will in the future, possibly suffer with this horrible, horrible thing. Now, I do not want to steal Jess's thunder at all, because he has worked incredibly hard to bring videos and also Instagram stories highlighting and discussing, and also having guests on discussing endometriosis. And a lot of ladies out there who have suffered with it for an inordinate amount of years, and not even now have still not had a full diagnosis. And I do not want to obviously get too kind of verbally, shall we say, strong with my thoughts, but yes, you can read between the lines, as a lot of people that have endured this would understand. It is just, it is just crippling, it is agonizing, and so many times it goes undiagnosed. Sometimes the so-called experts actually do know what it is, but still would not address it as what it actually is and should, you know, rightly be diagnosed as. 9 times out of 10 you go there, you're dismissed, laughed at, condescended, not believed, it's in your head, it's something else. If then you actually get past all that, and the buck obviously has well and truly passed for the most part, you might be very fortunate and get somebody that kind of does actually listen to you. But again, it might be, oh actually it's this, or maybe it could possibly be that. So we will go down that route and explore that, stuff you up with all sorts of painkillers, not actually taking on board, you know, the kind of ramifications that are side effects with a lot of painkillers and other kind of medications that they like to think may help. For the most part, no, it does not. And how do I know this? Yes. Do not need to end that sentence by answering. So, again, further down that line, you kind of meet some other experts, and maybe you might actually get a proper diagnosis. Now, endometriosis is incurable in the sense that yes, you can have surgery if you are the very few that are fortunate to have the surgery, and unfortunately endometriosis does come back, and it does not just kind of go in the lady region, it also affects other parts of the body. And for those of you that have had other parts of the body affected by that, you know how agonizing and torturous it is, and you can suffer months and years, and it can affect everybody around you, co-workers, you know, friends, family, and being in agonizing pain is the worst, especially coupled with all the other baggage that comes with either not being believed, you know, you're belittled and everything like that. And obviously we're women, and for the most part we're kind of still second-rate creatures, you know, not seen on the same level. However, if you eventually get through all of that and you are believed, yes, for the very few they do get the surgery, and you know, that is a huge relief. However, like I said, it does come back. Now, if you'd like to see Jess's videos, her link below in my description for you. And for those of you that have endured this, you know where I'm coming from. You know what, you know, it involves and everything like that, and all the journey. So Jess has created So Yellow for Endo. I have yellow fabrics here, and I have a few more, but most of them are still boxed up. And yes, going to make a garment out of one of these yellow fabrics, or maybe more than one, who knows. Kind of see how the flow and everything takes me. A lot of people are getting involved, not just in the sewing community, non-sewists, you know, regular humanoids that endure endometriosis. There is a giving page. Again, Jess goes through all of that and makes the links, so you guys, if you would like to donate anything, it can be anything you would like. And I think Jess may have set the bar, I think it's from $1. So yes guys, this is what I am going to do today, and you guys would see the reveal of what garment that I made. It may not necessarily be a sewing pattern, it may be something that I have self-drafted. So you will see little kind of excerpts of me creating, and then just at the end I will come in with the reveal. Righto, so my So Yellow for Endo little top here is complete. Now, this, believe it or not, is actually the top part of the layer dress, and as you can see there, I use bias binding for the neckline. I just made the neckline a little bit larger. I placed the front bodies on the fold, but I put it enough away to add some fabric, because obviously on the original you have a placket and you have a separate piece to create a bottom placket, and that also gets added on. And yeah, so because I took that out, I then added the fabric on here, but I also added a little bit extra because I wanted kind of a little loose fitting top. I decided to double that at the bust area, and I made a little tube there in the sleeve to create a channel to insert some elastic. And when I placed the pattern pieces on the fabric, I did it in a way that the hem, because this was a large tablecloth, I made sure that I incorporated the hem, so then that actually saved me a step. And I also did that for the sleeves as well, so no hemming for me because it has already been completed. So yeah, this is actually the little Lyra top. You'll be able to see it better on the stills. I hope you have enjoyed today, and yeah, let me know if you would like, if you have had experience with endometriosis, and or if you have known anybody else that has gone through this very unfortunate journey, especially kind of all the yes, medical kind of very bumpy roads that endometriosis journey can take a lot of people along. I am aware that this is a very personal and sensitive subject, and not everybody wants to talk about it, either their experiences and or on behalf of somebody that they know, so that is okay. So all there is for me to say is thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I just want to take the time to thank Jess and everybody that has been involved this year, again with endometriosis and Sew Yellow for endo. And you know, although this is an awareness and people are joining in, this is ongoing, and this is going to be ongoing for a whole bunch of time until people in the powers that be in the medical profession actually take on board and take this more seriously. There has to be a lot more education in schools, college, uni, anything like that, even education through talking about it with raising children, you know, definitely from the offset. Okay guys, so that is it. Thank you so much for everything, and a very special thank you to Jess, very much appreciated, and also being involved again this year. Okay everybody, take care. Something very yellow. And that can only